Sanibonani Thobela Dumelani and welcome to Matumi Media Studios, where we offer services like podcast, music videos, short films, commercial, photo shoot, and studio rentals. For more information, go to www.matumimedia.co.za and you can also email us on bookings@matumimedia.co.za. We are Matumi Media Studios, beyond the lens.
The third will never mo hetile murtu. Mothokola na fola ka nna. Ongusha.
No, ulugisa nteri a ke tsakalaka.
Nere shumisha. That's like nere shumisha. Na ke re yana na ba mo hetile. E ba mo jeje mosadi and stuff so re kella. Ara tsore ke ngere ke no wela mo relationship ya teka.
Yeah, owe.
Yena botse yena ke yana wa le mo he's in the wrong.
Yengwe ngai nete dula nete bile ka tsentsha bana ba mma.
Hey, what it do? Yeah, born in 99, khudisitse ke magriza. Baby, tell me now if the feelings that decrease or maybe increase. Ke khuishe Ibiza, then I eat it in the morning like a cold pizza. Mosagare le boshego sapa and dinner. Then I lick that pussy clean, baby, I don't leave. Get higher than petrol.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sanibonani Thobela Dumelani yoga mogwana mula taka moroga medzabula ke welcome to 1 hour show with us. Today Kandelutsinya Sbaga bana ba mma. It's a different one. It's very the one and only my dearest sister of faith. Ba mo tseba ke mosadi wa to my relationship. O sene le jiwa tshwale ba o ratana guys. Without wasting any time, drum rolls. I have the one and only Madam Speaker.
That's good. Akaba bona mosadi ya wa mpeile mo status and it's over indlu yawa.
10:04. Welcome to all of you.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Hey, what law? What's happening?
What's happening? Na ke robala po. Ke robala boroko.
What's your bottom job?
No mjolo na ke depend mo ona too much. Ma a o le gona wa tshwara ya mara o pala guys.
Madam Speaker, to me fast. Without wasting any time, can you quickly tell us ke mang Madam Speaker?
Yo Madam Speaker ke perseverance ngwana maremini wa tswa ka mo Mashamba village wa bolela segubu se nyekile o tshwana le selo bedunyana so le ska mmakalla ke
Dia tshwananya.
Ke tswa ke le Mashamba village and then ke content creator man electrical engineering technician ka profession ma ke wo dia bora I'm a YouTuber, I'm a TikToker, I'm a motivational speaker, I'm a host of annual women's conference. I am the girl that when you see your woman putting her video on her status, you act right.
4:10.
Yes.
So, quickly, tell us, Madam Speaker, what happened linearly? Madam Speaker,
What's all I get cablela? Na mbeng mo speaker re. Until. So salega ha kwa mane ke fetanyana somewhere ba re a shiwe Madam Speaker ke madam mo fimo speaker.
I
don't know mara le bijole ke rata man. Ere le a suta ka re vele ke ablela ene ke na le confidence o bisha. Para wa kelji. Kana ba ka change mo Instagram ka ngola Madam Speaker across all social media platforms.
But matumo no le perseverance marine.
I think before give a Madam Speaker, I used to call myself the unapologetic vendor queen. So what take a attitude?
Attitude ye khalele.
Yeah, so from the unapologetic vendor queen, I think in 2018, that's when I changed from that to Madam Speaker.
So you're a vendor?
Yes, I'm vendor.
Okay, 100% vendor.
Vendor is more complicated but yeah, mashamba. Ba ba tseba nga mashamba una le ba lobedu, una le ba changani, una le ba vendor, ko una ba mix masala. So
So if we had to switch now, retomo wa ba ke vendor.
The
accent. No, the accent is when she's straight. So, Madam Speaker, tell us, when you were still growing,
una le dilo tse tsa gore ha una le di family events maybe wa bula matlapa or something like that. Go tlo no ba le motho le mo re tshentja di direct family poem aga rena re ditlo tsa maremeng nna ke nna ngwanula nna ke di direct tsela ha ona le ba re di Sarafina go sekolo mo di what nna ke leng Sarafina go pele ha ba re go diwa di arts and whatever. My grandmother used to teach me how to do clay pots. Number one from here to Zanini and back. So literally I've always been a child who I bubbly man. Madam speaker nyana, nyani man. And when I'm speaking about this thing now, it reminds me of my own child. My daughter is exactly like me. So when I see her, she reminds me of the way that I was when I was a child. I've always been a bubbly child. I've always been, I think, the black sheep. Because
So tell us, Madam Speaker, it would be unfair not to mention that you are one of the prominent motivational speakers in South Africa and Africa, because we privilege as Kalimu. You were outside the country representing South Africa as a whole.
Representing Africa.
Africa, actually, because you had other people from other countries. So let me take you back to perseverance before marriage. Mujolo after matric, how was it and what happened before meeting the partner that you had?
Nane ke le motho le ngore ne ke sa last mo mojolong ne ke bona re a o pala ne ke lesa wa bona because ke gotse ke dula le bashimane too much yeah nna ke skima bashimane I get along, you know what, unfortunately right now ke alo le bashimane because ke bolela taba tsa bona ne mara nna I grew up ne ke just captain le bashimane ne ke oka le bashimane even some of these boys, they used to think they're my boyfriends and they were not. So ban tlhalefisa bashimane wa bona. So because of the person that I was ne ke khona go bona ka pela, I could sense BS from a mile away. So ke bona gore mo wa pala ke lesa mo wa pala ke lesa. That is why even when some guy came to me arwanya like no tsheke when
what are you saying?
Yeah.
So the first guy you had, what was the experience?
Hey, that guy, I have him on my WhatsApp, and that guy, my brother, when I need to bring you on my podcast, that guy, nale nane re jona. Habale ngwanyana mongwe we le ngore ke chomi ya ka ngwanyana ole. My guy o thoma o fire ya ngwanyana ola. Ongusha. Ngwanyana ola ha sa mpoledisha. Nna ke bona la toro the reason why sa mpoledisha o bola conscious yela ya gore ha jola le my brother. Aska feel selo ibo ka re nna le ena re mana ba fela. Ke rile ke tlhakana le bona one day ba re a si o ka mo e ke fitla kwa lene. Wa tora se ke emele gore my brother mpotse dintsi. You know mo or ke save pelo ya ka. E re nna ke fitla kwa le ke tlhala ena. Ka gore hanga emele gore mara why me ka ngimbarasa mtho. Se fitla kwa le ke re my brother, it's fine, ke a bona gore le busy. Good luck, all the best, continue. And the ape asinto e twaileng ba shima ba twaitse gore o tshwentse ba rapele ba so nna ka re goodbye ka no thaka ba belwa the whole 3 months mara ke ile goodbye
ya ba difficult man
yeah
ba continue John
I was last day asila last ne mara le rena ra fele ja re boella later
lava
item mara asila mola wa bona this is why you must never go back to your ex, guys. Ex ya was type yao. Ex ya I said type yao.
I said type yao. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still chilling with the one and only Perseverance Marimeni, aka Madam Speaker. I want to take you to that moment of your first video, your trend. Then we'll get to the divorce.
Sure.
The first video, your trend. How did you feel? Because many people have a trend. You know, what trend like you don't expect it or go trend. How was it?
Trend my very first video, I didn't even understand how the TikTok thing works. Because video trending, I think it was in 2020 or 2019 there. I was doing the language challenge.
Okay.
I'm very good with languages. That's one thing I can guarantee you. I'm very good with languages.
How many languages can you speak?
Out of 11, I can speak 9. I can really maneuver my way out of 9 tribes.
Wow.
Ne? So I did that video. I can tell a lot of discovery page, TikTok or anything like that. Not know the language challenge, you like lockdown. The next thing, more discovery page. That video had like, by that time, 50,000 likes. It was like a thing. So that was my first viral video. The second viral video was when I was quoting a Bible verse, Isaiah 60:22. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen.
Mm.
That video was when nearly 10 past 4. And then Mara people didn't know that. And that video, ile trenda in different countries, which actually now inspired me to keep my language or even English in majority of my videos,
so that other people
I can accommodate everybody while they're consuming my content.
Okay, so let's go back to the real issue here, because people have been saying, Madam Speaker, that's why I'm against Rena. We know the ambassador had a divorce.
Sure.
Madam Speaker.
Yes.
I know you were married.
Yes.
And for some reasons, things didn't work out.
Sure.
How was your relationship before the breakup? Because there are many women out there who would ask, what happened? And how was it? Why? Augusha, like they have so many questions.
Yeah.
Some is because they're abused. Some is because they draw inspiration from marriage.
Yeah.
Because there are people but divorce.
Yeah.
Some Augusha, so some were now role model, but already marriage. So it's that confusion. So what happened? How was it in your relationship?
Okay. I was like Sarah too much topic the whole divorce thing because I feel like no, yeah. But I'm going to share the part which these days is the part that I love sharing, because I feel like it's the most important part. My relationship was a red flag from the get-go, which I did not acknowledge. Yes, because the person that I was married to is still the same person even today, even after divorce. And now, because I have kids, the same things that were a problem when I entered the marriage, when I was in the marriage, when I've exited the marriage, there are still problems even today, right? So the one thing for me in the problem we think love solves everything. We think love solves everything until we realize when we have to deal with the real issues. So before I got married, this person that I was in a relationship with, he's very generous, that guy. He's very generous, meaning that in his generosity, so on top of that, he's very irresponsible financially. Usually people who are generous, and I need you to understand me very well, because you being too generous sometimes is not even a good thing. If other people are suffering, or people close to you are suffering because of your generosity, then it's not generosity at all. You're a people pleaser. So I feel like to a certain degree he was a people pleaser, but otherwise he was reckless with his spending. So I'm reckless with his spending. Discipline, background, I was taught very well. My father, proud. I'm very proud of that man.
We're still coming to him.
My father. I don't really. So my father taught me very well. I was a very disciplined person. And the mistake that I made is to think that as a woman, or as, you know how the Bible says, light can always chase darkness away, but darkness cannot chase darkness away. Now, in my interpretation of that part of the Bible, because now I have good intentions and I have this skill, then I can literally help somebody come to light. But the one thing that I learned, Munna will always dominate. Regardless of whether you think that man is smart, is this, is that, the one who is more masculine in a relationship, because I guess some relationships they're same sex. The one who is masculine in the relationship, their traits is what is going to dominate and shape the family structure. So meaning that because this is the dominant member of the family, his traits now started rubbing off on me, because instead of me having to get him out of debt, everything, like we had our things together, bit by bit, he started taking me back to where I found him. Now, we'll help each other. You are working, I'm working. Let's combine. Let's do this. Let's do that. Without acknowledging the fact you're as not as the inferior one, or as not even inferior man, as the feminine one, I can never dominate a man. Meaning that even my good traits can never dominate a man, which is important for you to understand, Rory. The man's masculinity will always dominate. So because I didn't know that, and I thought good dominates the bad. After ke buthusha ra thushana, we worked very hard, we did everything. Our bit by bit I want to go back to the koloto. Feel like high. You understand? Now I'm swimming the way that I found him swimming. And for me now to get myself out of that, I can't do it with him. Wangishoro ijwang urle o unchamutu ka rapul. Atsencha. So how do you that you
it's difficult.
So nele wafa changing nagnoju.
So but that experience, because nalabana involved,
yes,
how did it affect Banaba how low? Because personally, divorce it's something that is very much difficult, because today you'll feel like, yeah, I'm done with this guy. Then after next week you feel like, no, why? It's wrong.
Yeah.
Or maybe you feel like maybe it's part of the challenges. The Bible always say the challenges.
Yeah.
Like, how was it for you?
Una le video nyana engwe ya o nkgotlile mola o bolela ka gore bia le tsomo o bolela gore ke style ka o tshwarela motho every weekend for the same thing.
Yeah.
So I was one of those people by long gore ke ne ke tshwarela antshi because the Bible says tshwentse o tshwarela and once motho ka o twaela machila o fitana mo we a bona gore wena o se tshwaredi o ta kopela tshwarelo o ta tshwarela motho January to December. So I was that forgiving person. I was that very patient person. Mara ka fitla mo le mo re reached the limit where I felt like, okay, I've done all I can. Beyond this point I can't. Ne? So when I made peace, or I came to that realization ya gore nnete ya ditaba ke ya gore ke a dumela ke zamile mara ke paletswe. I think that was in 2019. It was when he made a dating will more la tlhakatlhakantša lenyalo ya gore wa bona dikolo tlo lo tlhoka nnete le everything gore ya no tlhakatlhakantša lenyalo le lane ga ka re ntwe ngwe gaoile. So from 2019 2020 2021 rona basadi ke le botseng mosadi wa tswa le ka mogare a tswa fetša a le ka mogare. Then by the time a re ke a tswa, she checked out a long time ago. But I need you to be aware, Hori, just because you checked out emotionally a long time ago, it does not mean the process of divorce itself is not excruciating, because that process, because the person you get divorced to is not the same person that you get married to. But in as much as you have checked out emotionally, you would think, or to at least, if you can't honor me, honor what we once had, honor the union that we once had. But there is no love in war. Divorce is war. We cannot but we are open. So I'm a very open parent. And because I was, honestly speaking, guys, I don't want to lie, I was dominating in that marriage. So even I was dominating to a point where this guy would always say to me, when you are the one who knows best, nothing is exhausting for a woman. No matter as a woman, sometimes lead me.
But maybe Guru and no knowledge of it.
I can next nature of
Can I know
no. Difference yarana I that big.
Okay.
Yes, it was not that big.
I knew it.
No. I'm a baby. The difference is not that big, ne? But I can tell you now there's somebody who earns way less than what I'm earning, who has more things than what I have.
Yeah.
So it's not about the amount of money that you make, it's about your no matter how much money you have. You understand that? So because I'm one person who is outspoken and I take responsibility for certain things, communicator we sit, we have a conversation. And several times I would say to him as well, to say, dude, please call the kids, sit them down. He always takes my kids, he takes them, they're his kids again. Sit them down and have conversation with them. You can't have those conversations. Tell the kids about divorce. I had to sit my son down because when he moved out of the house, like vacation in so I sit him down and I ask him, Papa, what will we do? Papa, will you vacation? I'm mere fast. I'm doing over get divorce. I will tell you to divorce again. Now it's work with your vendor. Papa, we made a baby. You are that baby. We made another baby.
Yeah.
So sometimes what they were not born of the same mother. And when fella, some families will, that's why you see some families, they don't have a mother and a father. They only have a father. Some families only have a mother. Some families, I want you to process it and understand it. And I re-emphasized, Papa, wow, rata. just because we can no longer love each other, me and your father, doesn't mean we're now ready. So the only nice thing about this whole thing, it's not a nice thing where you guys can't come and sleep with us on the same bed anymore. Now we must have 2 different homes. But the nice thing about it is that now you have 2 families. That means or Papa might love somebody else someday, and then you guys will be a family, and I might find somebody else someday, and then you will have 2 sets of parents.
Yes.
That's me looking at the bright side. But me being able to communicate, everything. Because on the other side, I because I feel comfortable.
You know, I feel like they are not good in that department, especially explaining such things. In most of the cases, so but it should be a culture. We must learn to talk to our kids, because it's good when it comes from a man telling to say, this is what happened. And then I'm gonna move to Tawaya, the divorce process. How were you?
So I was on survival mode. Yeah, I was on survival mode. But like I said, there is healing from the relationship and mourning the relationship and the ending of the relationship and accepting that the relationship is over, and the process of divorce itself, because now you get to see a side of somebody that you never thought you would ever see, where you get to ask yourself, because that's why I said earlier on, the person you get divorced to is not the same person that you get married to. At some point, I felt like, you know what, I wish I had died before seeing this side of him, because I would have died only knowing the beautiful side of this person. Even though we had our challenges and we disagreed, but I know him to have a very kind heart. Even today, I can confidently tell you my ex-husband has a very kind heart. But that is the only side of him that I would have known. With all his flaws and all his mistakes and everything, I would have died knowing that this guy, is very kind.
Have you ever cheated on him?
Yes.
Why?
Because I was cheating for revenge. I will go back to wait. Let me tell you. I'm a very
I know you're an honest person.
I'm a very honest person. I will never lie to you. So it goes back to that thing, Yahori. When he said he wants to marry me, I laughed.
Okay.
Kare, are you sure? He said yes, I want to marry you. Kare, we have a problem. The problem is that you have cheated on me while we were dating. We broke up. Then we got back together and you said this time around you want to marry me. So now here's the thing. The only thing that I know when it comes to being cheated on is to leave.
Yeah.
Right? So now, because we are getting married, it's no longer going to be easy to leave because of cheating. So what is the solution when you cheat, if you cheat? He said to me, now I'm very confrontational and people find me very uncomfortable. He said to me, I won't cheat.
What if?
What if you cheat? Or I won't cheat. Okay, it's simple. When you cheat, I cheat. Or I won't cheat. Or I won't cheat. I won't cheat. Let me tell you something, and I'm warning you, brothers. When your woman goes through your phone, or you guys are openly sharing the phone, and you are busy cheating and she's forgiving you, the day she stops going through your phone, she's doing everything she learned in your phone. That's how I learned how to cheat, from that guy's phone.
You learned it.
I learned it.
And you did it.
And let me tell you, this is very emotional, because by that time I didn't know cheating has absolutely nothing to do with me. It doesn't say anything about me. It speaks a lot about your lack of self-discipline and whatever. No matter how, if you're cheating, right? By that time I didn't know the problem was not the fact that there's something wrong with me. So when I now decided to join the club, I needed that validation to say, why am I doing? You understand what I'm saying? So I needed to check with the guy. I only to find out, no, our stuff was right. I won. I actually cheated with one guy for a very long time. No. But he was an on and off.
Okay.
Every time I come a girl, I cheat. That guy.
Oh.
And then he came on, no, got only such a little guy. Hey, my brother. It's not a thing that I have done in all my. This is the only relationship that I've ever cheated, and I don't think I will ever be in a relationship or in a position where somebody pushes me to cheating, because I don't recommend cheating, and I believe when people cheat, they don't cheat because of me, they cheat because of themselves.
So we're not cheating at all. Why scrap?
Yeah, no, I don't think. Well, when at this point in my life, I feel like because I have already done a lot of internal work, I will never ever find myself in a position where I'm being pushed into being something that I'm not. So instead of me cheating, I would rather leave.
So you'd rather leave?
Yes.
If you find out or somebody was cheating, you're leaving.
We set ground rules. Yeah, we are setting ground rules in a way. I'm a very upfront. So how cheat I'm fair to idiot?
Ratwarla.
Oh, okay. Sharp. If Ratwarlan, or Linda don't tell.
Oh,
well, not usual. This is the thing. Remember, I once dated this guy.
Yeah.
This guy, I was dating him while I was busy with the process of divorce.
Yes.
He said to me, I'm a monogamous guy.
Okay.
I'm a monogamous guy.
And what did you say?
You're a monogamous guy. Sharp. So because he's monogamous, I'm not expecting any cheaty situation. Ne? Because if I catch you cheating when you said to me you are monogamous, you are not only a monogamous guy, you are a liar, and when you look at me, you see a fool, and then I don't So then I said to this guy, it
was fine.
Yeah. So when you say you are monogamous, you are disarming me from cheating on you, so that we're not cheating. So
cheating in them not. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Speaker, we will Mudulare, we monat, so cheating in them not.
And also the thing, it got to a point where it got to a point where my brother, it's not a good thing, ne? But the fact that you are doing it hiding, and for me, I think you have to kill your conscience first before you do that. You can't cheat on somebody when you have a conscience. You can't cheat on someone. You can't look at somebody you love in the eye and go and cheat on them. So for us women, in most cases, you need to break something in me so much that when I look at you, even though I'll forgive before the eyes of people, we must match and look like a good family. But when I look at you, yes.
What's about as much as cheating is sharp according to Batwaba? Remember that community? No, cheating the number one, not sharp side cheating. Let's face the reality. If it's done to you, if about cheated,
yes.
But when you do it with somebody's partner, it's nice. So my question right now is, why is it more painful when they're doing it the partner, but when now you deal with somebody else's partner, why enjoy? So that question, why can't you think for Musadi Omo, like Olu Musadi, yes, Madam Speaker? Pain ya Musadi Omo, are we feeling now to say I can't hurt Musadi Omo?
Actually, I don't recommend cheating with somebody else's partner.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't recommend cheating with somebody else's partner.
I agree.
If when you are married, then we can't do, unless if when I think we should set up but for me, Naya set up, it didn't involve the third wheel.
Okay.
He was a third wheel, which didn't have another wheel.
What did you like? According to him, what did you learn? Can experience how your ex and the third wheel?
One thing that I can tell you for sure is that in the absence of my husband, my then husband, me and this guy's relationship was never gonna work.
Actually, you didn't love the third guy. You just had that thing. Hey, you are Yamachila. This is the closest thing to me.
Remember when you are married or when you're in a committed relationship, the escalated is serious. La kwata school fees are space of taseo. So I can never compare the two, because with this one, I've never sat and talked about school fees. I've never sat and talked about installments. So even if I wanted to compare him with this one, they can never be in the same level. So it's not the same thing. So this guy, I can't say I didn't love him or whatever because I agree he was doing the Lord's work in terms of ufodisha matswalo mo
Botho bo mo shumisa.
ne shumisha.
No.
No.
No. Bon, remember when you are in a committed relationship.
Yes. That money, ne? And my brother, if you are watching, ne, please, I'm sorry. That money, ne?
Madam Speaker,
I'm a pay.
shumisa demand.
No, ne shumisha le demand.
Ne shumisa.
Ne shumisha.
Because mostly batho ba basadi ba folang ka bona. Aba ba rata. Re bona bya. When things are good in the paradise, you start ignoring the person or mo blocker. Sometimes even mo fella below mo ro. So now according to na, the third wheel, shumisiwa, but it's beneficial to them because remember how no like I'm sorry mo phone laba available. Man.
My belly could the third wheel never mo hetile murtu. Mothokola na fola ka nna ongwisha.
No ulugisa tsheri mo ke tsakala.
Ne re shumisha. That's why ke ne re shumisha. Na ke re yana na ba mo hetile. E ba mo itjetse mosadi and stuff so re kella. Ara tsore ke ngire ke no wela mo relationship ya teka.
Yeah, always.
Yena botse yena ke yana wa le ngore he's in the wrong because o feel like my brother o feel like jwang no dira le mosadi ya motho ko mongwe.
And mosadi ya motho mo feel when I dumela. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still chilling with Madam Speaker. So I'm going to go straight into Rabaya after the divorce.
Yes.
How long did you wait until you get somebody?
I was dating while I was busy with the process of divorce. I said it to my brother.
So now you are confirming to us that Madam Speaker is in love.
No. Now I'm not in love. I broke up with that guy. Ne?
Okay.
Wait, it's all, ne? That guy that I was dating during the process of divorce, you know what he did? He went and he watched my content.
Okay.
And he realized, like a financial abuse. I don't like so I'm forced. But all the other things, like I'm saying, I will go back to my initial thought. Or my ex-husband. Discipline financial. If it was not because of that, I think even now we're still going to be married.
Yeah.
But the fact that was now affecting our health, our relationship, and the kids and everything, it had to end. Ne? So that guy comes with absolutely nothing but finances that I was dating. I did, I'm done.
But Mboja, Madam Speaker, let's have your divorce. I didn't done.
Celebrity, that new guy.
Was it love or was it that thing?
It was comfort. For me, honestly speaking, it was not love.
Okay, so Mara, looking at things.
Yes.
Now, are you in a committed relationship?
I'm in a relationship.
Committed one?
I'm in a relationship. You know why I'm saying I'm in a relationship and not committed? I'm committed.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys,
I'm in a relationship.
Because many people are saying, so, but, Madam Speaker, tell us your journey, because you started your journey over a content creator, mainly focusing around the relationship after the divorce. What pushed you? Because you were focusing directly, hitting us. What's our like? What one way?
When I leave this other guy, man, go TikTok. Even he's not on TikTok, but when I just sound
yeah.
You may know this guy, Lee Salamais.
Yeah. He was here. Yeah.
So this guy, there's a video that I did a voiceover video guy back then when I was still married and didn't feature by then. And he was saying Muri Munna tamohotelela marauna degree. A degree geography upaleje mara thawo yena re ke tamohotelela.
Yes.
When I did that content, this bitter content ke tswa gole le yone no gore ne isa trend ka gore ne ke sa divorce. It only started trending after 1 + 1 = 2. Ne? Because I always emphasize gore when I started with my divorce proceedings, TikTok picked me as level up class of 2021. I was already on 200,000 followers. So I had already grown a community on TikTok. But my community was based on gospel content and my fashion design line, right? So amongst all those things that I was doing, I was still posting this that people call bitter divorce content. But because I was posting it with a ring,
it didn't make...
No. The ring was protecting me to say, listen to this woman because what? People think when you are wearing a ring,
yeah.
So people were listening to me. Some didn't like my content. Some would even ask, but what I'm preaching today, I used to preach it with a ring, but it never got viral because it didn't have sukirinyana or letswainyana. So after
Spice says this is divorce.
Yeah, so after divorce process it home, I be public. I get so no every content that I created was now being associated with divorce. I get and I'm very good with responding to people's comments. Most of my videos are level top right or top left. When I comment,
yes.
So I've been doing that for a long time. So Heki poster after Kitumilo announce how I'm getting divorced. When I now started getting these comments and I'm responding to the comments, it now became bigger and bigger into me telling a relationship, turning it into relationship content. But at the same time, Nekidia the live share my journey of divorce. So people just took all of that, they put it in one basket.
Yeah, and Namili have a content.
Yeah, content.
So I'm gonna switch a little bit, focus on your fashion designing career. Where did it start?
I started in 2016. 2016, I'm a technician. I'm an electrical engineering technician. Literally, give me anything, I will make something out of it. And I'm artistic. I said in the beginning that I used to make clay pots with my grandmother.
Yes.
I can do anything with my pen something.
Yeah.
I can do anything with
creativity.
My hands. Yes. So by the time when I started with my fashion line, there was these things that were trending, neck piece, African print, and all that stuff. So I've always been, guys, let's come under this. I used to be a fashionista. And then I would always want to turn clothing items into something it's different, it's unique, it's something that I wear. So people used to like that a lot. So when I now started making those things and wearing them to work, people wanted that. They started placing orders. I've always been a social media person. Not every single day of the week, there's always a Facebook memory because I like a poster from 2009, I can poster every day. Really busy. So because I was posting all those things on social media, people now started ordering. And then YouTube, my boss Mlungwam, shout out to you. I tutor out I have a very teachable spirit. I tutor. I've never been to a fashion design school. I've been learning via YouTube and just searching things out, searching patterns, just researching.
The new age university.
Yeah. YouTube is the university of everything.
Exactly.
One time. So that's how I learned how to do clothes. It became a brand, Crown Lioness, and then I'm improving my skill every day. I'm selling.
So tell me, because right now, Madam Speaker, Ki celebrity, you are all over, get the status, like you are like this. Tell me, how do you feel at this point? Before mentioning what's happened, how do you feel? Because now, by the look of things, I can tell already you've been through many things, and finally, I feel now you're at that point of looking back and say, dear Lord, what's bad? Because when you posted something, whatever. What am I seeing? So tell me, how do you feel?
It's scary. Okay. It's scary. It's scary. I was speaking to some lady willing she's gonna interview me tomorrow. And then she was saying to me, this is no longer your assignment. This is now the assignment of God.
Yeah.
And in as much as for a lot of people it does not make sense. Just to take you back, my manager on YouTube told me that the people who watch my content, because we're going through the analytics and the whatever for the month, every month, right? She said to me, the people who watch your content, it's people who watch Ino Sadiki's content. She's a preacher. It's the people who watch gospel content. So literally the same content that I was creating before divorce, which was gospel content, the people who consume that content are the people who are consuming what people call bitter divorce content. Because my vision is to see Christianity and psychology becoming one. Because I feel like there's a lot more hate in the church than anywhere else out there. So when I realized that assignment of God in my life, and I am confident, I say this without any fear of contradiction, this is from God. The reason why I'm saying this is from God is because never in the history of Mashamba village has anybody been elevated rapidly within a 6 weeks period, or actually from YouTube, annually 6 months, I YouTube Black Global.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are sitting with somebody who represented us. The whole Africa are represented by 6 continents.
6 countries.
6 countries.
Yes.
So, tell us what happened.
Yeah.
Because YouTube Black, boom.
Yeah, I would just like to emphasize first, it can never be Satan. Every blessing comes from God.
Yeah.
This is God. It's scary because I know that I'm doing the work of God, right? YouTube Black, I joined YouTube Space because TikTok, I had a big community on TikTok of people who were really going through a lot, and they could relate to my story because I was sharing my challenges and my journey of divorce, right? So people started opening up and talking about all these touchy topics. So Mara, they felt like, okay, my content, my videos are too short. YouTube. YouTube channel as a New Year's resolution last year, January. By June, I think I had 15K subscribers by then. To really show, or sometimes you must listen to people and you must do what the people are saying you must do, you know. Then I apply this thing here, YouTube Black. YouTube Black again, I get the YouTube Black. But live from whatever time. Maybe look out for the email. Now I am a light sleeper. Her email lights really priority VIP email YouTube because I don't want to miss any opportunity, which I feel like it's powering my passion.
Yes.
Hi thing email ya or YouTube Black finally open our guys and amola ibile ka letholeletse ke apply ka tsenya mola
fast
ka senda ka fetsa ka bolla dikubong ka roba aka 8 months down the line, congratulations, you've made it to YouTube Black class of 2023. Ibile nna ke tse lo YouTube Black king akere ke itse or ke light things on TikTok. Musadiola, the first time when she had a meeting with me, just a simple question. And I really had a meeting on. You are keep us on TikTok. I like YouTube. You are keep us a competitor. Or do you understand what is going on? Could I get a little YouTube Black? Do you understand what that means? Gonna say, I don't know. Sign a contracting with Kima. Google. Wow. So we're gonna send you the contract. You're gonna have a contract. Google YouTube. I can say Google YouTube. You know, you're going to enter into a contract with Google. This contract has funding of so much, and this and this and this and that. Like it's not feature Kolila. Katsena got YouTube Black. Can you go show again?
What's happening?
I see you are Makali so.
Who wanna get na star?
Ke bona batho ba ileng gore ba re bo Medji bo Nasizwe bo Nicolette ke batho ba di YouTube Black re bana taba ye ora re serious
ora re unsqueeze in industry no bragod
bragod o ntse tshara phakati inside e fitla kwa lene I'm the new kid in the block. I knew nobody. Re tlhakane the first time we met last year November go Cape Town, class of 2021 ya bo Medji, class of 2022 ya bo Offense Moase, class of 2023 rena the newcomers ne bona ke nna ke le take sa tsebeng motho mola abantse bibile ba ngkushi ba mango ba kwa TikTok kala Jesu kola wa di divorce o the divorce ambassador ke tsebe
wa fita outside the country. How was the experience?
What's again? I literally was viewing my life from an aerial point of view because how are 6 countries in the globe? Out of those 6 countries, one of them is South Africa. How we below South Africa if only under one of those 6 countries in the globe. On top of it being grace or even South Africa even selected. Now when I'm remain Boja Mashamba village, what was ambassador. Now I bitter divorce. Karamuna was bitter divorce content here. So guys, halik really chance ne the young bitter divorce content.
Straight.
Yeah.
Would you still be married again?
Yes, definitely.
If that opportunity comes.
To get married again?
Yeah.
I believe in love, man. I believe in love.
So even if tomorrow something pops up, Already.
Nah.
So
Ana ke a nyalwa,
so
wa
after o nyalwa o dienga content, you're gonna kick it away.
No, right now, let me tell you the nice thing about me right now. I don't have to tame myself to please more or attract more men.
Yes.
Ne? Now I attract my type. And a type yaka, ke comfortable guy or not, because I don't have to pretend. I have to be myself the whole time.
Yeah.
Meaning that anybody who approaches me, ne? I know that some people who approach me are toxic because they want to prove or I want the alpha female. Why young kar ke ena ena. Ke nyaka ena or ke khono ha ke krile ena or ke krile ke nna popo. People want to feed that void ya bona, ne? But my type that I attract right now, ke attract motho e leng gore wa mo kwishisha hore there is nothing wrong with the content that I create, and they love and they would appreciate their daughters to know the things that I'm sharing about on a daily basis. So I don't have any doubt. I don't attract a lot of people, and that is good for me. Understand? I already know some sentence
Yeah, straight. So Madam Mzika, tell me, at this point where you are, would you say encourage batho gore ba nyalwe or ba ska nyalwa?
Na ke re ka mga rena o ka re ka nyalwa ra nyala, because ona dilo tse dingwe ne a di tlhaloseng. And also this is something that I say all the time, guys, to say nna perseverance one no ne perseverance all our gale o ne a nyetswa le in denial na ka se morate perseverance one no. So le he batho ba san rate ba ile ngore ba in denial ba nyetswa ya ba bushisha ke le bushisha bana ba mama, because le nna perseverance one no nka se morate mna na go tla tsanyetswa never.
Tell us about the event. You have the biggest event ya basadi in South Africa.
The pressure.
What's happening? Because go bona go tla mafaso la me gore bra God ko ena o di mo red carpet o jile le sela o ho ile straight fashion designer re tla ga metolo. Tell us about the event. How did it start?
First annual women's conference, live on YouTube and on TikTok, right? Where women come and they pour their hearts out. Even yesterday, I had a live where we were talking about losing a baby. Women were crying for 2 hours. We had that live. Ne? So it started with me just doing this program. I call it Losing in Love. I'll tell you why I call it Losing in Love. Ne? So when people come in and share their stories and pour their hearts out, people started saying, guys, this thing is not enough. As women, right? And then to a point where, in as much as I listen to people when they speak, I need to hear it for myself from God first before I can do it. So eventually when in Zushaka ka 2 o'clock, your women's conference, what's what you're in? I'm sending a message at 2 o'clock. She will car and next time by then. You know, no follow on social media.
Mara ntwe ke tsebanga shiu. Akuli. O ga papa.
Come send a message. Ne follow on Instagram. Come send a message. Car she will I need you to come and be my MC for first annual women's conference. Ke kopela on send a invoice. She will mo ha tswa through and send a invoice. Kamupatela, kamudiela ruku, hadia conference. Because one thing that I wanted, I wanted somebody willing to bubbly, fun, and at the same time is a spiritual person. Because I'm a spiritual person in as much as Garata Wichavala Tabaya or Muzalwan. At heart, I Muzalwan So the thing here, losing in love, it's because I shared my story of what I lost in love. Because I would like to believe, or if I didn't love that man, I would not have put myself through what I put myself through, and I would not have lost what I lost in love. Hence the birth of losing in love. Meaning, what the story we lost those things because we love the people that we were doing those things for. If we're not 50 rand unusual, because one rat. The knife is a wushi bag. When you lost your 50 rand in love. That's how losing in love was born.
You lost everything after divorce, and you had to start from zero. You lost your house, car, and everything. You started from zero. How was it? How did you start? Because I remember I want to move lang. You have to go back home. How was it? How did you pull up?
This goes back to the man of noble character in my life. My father. Munola. Banna ke khopela la le chance. E lo khisa munola. Munola ke amrata banna munola. My father. I was driving my father's car because I had lost everything. I don't want to dwell too much on my ex, but I lost everything in divorce because I was married in community of property and I was not marrying to divorce, right? My father gave me his Ford Focus. Ford Focus e la ibile ne sna le di wiper ne di sa bereke ke fentse ngwale half ke tsamaya koloi ya hore pula haina so ke tshachel zamba and ntowe ke downgrade mona ne ke le ngwanyana di Benz monna le Audi monna
from Audi to Benz to
Ford Focus ya o thoka wiper
wa ke te khotelela
bona is stuck Ford Focus ila even the week of the conference ne stuck Ford Focus ila ne I tried to fight, but I realized, well, you know what, I'm fighting a losing battle. And the thing that my father said to me, hey, Papa, kamarata. And I always say that there's a side of my father that had I not gone through divorce, I never would have seen, and I would have never seen how much that man loves us. You understand what I'm saying? Because, hey, Munola, I remember when we had our last meeting in your family during the whole finalize the whole thing at divorce. Because remember, as a typical vendor girl or as a typical black girl, I was taught that you don't talk about issues telling Allah. So all the things that I was going through in my marriage, they didn't know. My father didn't know. And like I said, my ex-husband is a very kind man. So that kindness that they saw in him is the only thing that stood out. So they never even thought I can go through anything in the hands of that man. So when we spoke about what I was going through and I told them everything that I was going through, the only word that came out of my father's mouth, that was all.
Appeal.
The whole meeting, my father said, appeal. So even when I was busy fighting like a papa this, papa that, and this is the thing that it gets me so emotional every time when I speak about my dad. My dad always used to say these words:
positive spirit.
I need you to underline this word, to show me I'm with you. I'm a typical vendor, traditional man. Mara. And I see the work that you did and I acknowledge what you tried. Marabiale. And this is one thing before fathers would kick their kids out and send them back to the same houses. And honestly speaking, at the back of my mind, I was expecting my father maybe to do something similar because he's a typical vendor man. Papa I called you perseverance because I was going through stuff in my life. But then now I need you to take that name and apply it in your life and understand what perseverance is the mother of success. Do this one thing for me. Favor. Persevere. That man, I'm sorry, like every day. On call him every single day. Nelly papa. I don't wanna go shop every single day. So when I was busy fighting for the house and everything, I'm there fast. I don't want to lose you. Even in that meeting, I don't want to appeal. So usually, when you are the one who is contributing towards or going against my wish or appeal, you are going to be very useless to me like stress. I want you to leave. Let go. It was everything. I let go of everything. With my father's words.
It happened, Wallace.
Kalesa. Aroga so uji fast.
No name Konyana.
Man, Papa.
No name Konyana.
The only thing I get one bonor gajola. Papa now.
Oh, Jola. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Speaker is on the market.
No, I'm not on the market. I'm taken, guys.
Bye.
But
bye.
You know my father, then he was saying, I wanna kiss no fetch a divorce. I did, I'm done. I'm sorry, phone. I want to relax, and break a rambo. busy ke a bona poster matsogo le di-watch
relax o shapo
nna ebile a ke sa nyaka magadi funyalo a bedi o ta mpotsa but please
zama
ke gopela gore o bethe relaxation
yeah
ke gopela gore no ntila favor ya gore o relax
ke bone o kukile ngwana madam speaker do you want to add o ne o edda
wa tsore keng ke a duma ne but problem ya ka ke gore a ke mo afford
Madam Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, let's skip this conversation. I'm not gonna listen to it.
A ke afford ngwana.
Millionaire I afford ngwana.
Let me tell you why because I'm affording ngwana. I have 2 kids.
Okay.
The boy is 100% responsibility of my ex-husband.
Okay.
The girl is 100% my responsibility. So I don't have responsibility, ama.
Mara glow yorare.
Era hore
ka re phifo jorare ya post
ngwana nka se modile ngwana nka se
go rona fedile
a se ke fetše
mara ka se
listen wait I will tell you I told you I believe in love and I believe anything is possible ne kore the way ke believe mo love ka no ka re ke lebeletse di romantic comedy or rom-com movies too much mo phelong ne ke no believe gore should push come to shove. That's why I will say I'll never say never. I'll never say never. I'll never say I'll never get married again. I'll never say I'll never have another baby again. I'm saying I don't afford a baby. Meaning that should I have another baby?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're still chilling with Madam Speaker. Tabang wana ke to jumper because next week re kana bona bibile mo. So tell us about the video that you did. You went viral. But we represent my 80s. So it's a baby. What was happening? Madam Speaker, one was over Tabeba. Kuru Chikanama 2004.
The video can not like it. You know what you're doing.
That one.
Not want to see.
That one. Come on, I will about Modi online magazines.
You want to give us some mechanic into by one.
Ah, Woody.
Make it giant.
Ma 2000 liko ti ufikile Madam Speak and I we amalo makubona better challenge ali akitse ke garage or guy anala like une bona la batho by 2 ulo wa 3 o better challenge ra ufikile Madam Speak ya no challenge abo
it's an area challenge ya
kin kimnige ogar kimnige
what you know why I do that I get remote YouTube shorts.
Yes.
So YouTube shorts, the ones that do well, it's me dancing. And in the long form video, it's the serious stuff.
Yes.
So the dancing content, I can represent my 80s. But that video, it went 1 million across the board. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, it went 1 million because YouTube on the shorts, it's what is in now. So that's why from time to time, I do a dancing video just for the sake of boosting the other platform.
The highest amount you made from YouTube when you were still starting?
When I started off on YouTube, I made 19K.
So when was it?
Last year.
So you can calculate.
No, that's not how it works.
So you can calculate. She made 19,000 as the highest amount. Now it's 2023.
Why very good?
The page has grown.
Why very
Ask yourself how much it's making.
So,
ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode. Madam Speaker is a millionaire. Until next time.
Oh yeah, second annual women's conference, guys. Every woman is allowed, even men. We are not going to my brother.
Okay.
Moral support because we are
coming.
Second annual women's conference, Pretoria edition is going to be happening on the 12th of August 2023. More Doxa Day Pretoria Central, and then the Polokwane edition is taking place on the 25th of August, which is going to be on a Friday afternoon for Library Gardens Polokwane. For my bookings, I can check out on all my social media platforms. There's a number there, it's a WhatsApp number. Across the board, either Perseverance, Naremeni, or Madam Speaker. There's a contact number there that you can contact to book me, and let's work.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode. This is 1 hour show with us. This is Madam Speaker. We thank you. Subscribe. Until next time, Martha Ganego, second annual conference. Pa!
yebo.
Hey, what it do? Yeah. Born in 99, hoodie sits again my greaser. Baby, tell me now if the feelings that decrease or maybe increase. Ke Ibiza, then I eat it in the morning like a cold pizza. Mosagare le boshego sapa and dinner. Then I lick that pussy clean, baby, I don't lead. Get higher than petrol by the leader. Head a saying falls ukumi lady begamina. If you see my ex bitch, tell her I don't need her. I was never like this, I was never beat her. Ever since the beginning, khutse ke babita. Come on touchline, dogo hoto like a hito. Where was I? Oh, Majarina. Baby got a pure heart like Catalina. Every day a nigga gotta say go Ratalina. Dimi daddy no gifilanga renga sapina. Same time to get life for the tripsina. Are yang game winner. I'm just saying I'm insane and I'm more meaner. For the time I uno kata go by John Cena. And now I'm all about spaz and I'm lashing out. I got too many problems. I need time just to sit back and relax and just look at my life. But nigga, I want a time. Yeah, nigga, I want a time. Yes, katiga ska, take a time. Yeah, I nako ya rhyme. I need to get my issues in alignment. Begale beg, a cigale cake, and need to stop going after these T-bitty babies. I got my dog on I'm fast and sick, and got the punchline for sure, got it for sure, the lepe. I got my chum.